WrestleMania Night 1 is complete. Did they deliver? Did you enjoy the main event? Did it live up to your expectations? We're going to break it all down right now. But before we do, say hi to MVP. He's here. If you're new here, hit subscribe. We drop wrestling content for your viewing pleasure all the time. Let's get into this. Let's talk about WrestleMania Night 1. I have a lot of adrenaline, but does it mean it delivered? Did it deliver, Matt?
No.
It didn't deliver. Yeah, let's take it down to a 3, folks. No, I'm just kidding. So we got to go over the first match: Usos, LA Knight versus The Vision and I Show Speed. It's a straightforward,
on
6-man
free
tag.
television.
Yeah, it's free television. 6-man. It was a Raw match, But the story, the frustration with Logan Paul and Austin Theory toward I Show Speed, and the baby faces ended up taking him under their wing and sent him off flying onto Logan Paul. So that was the spot of that match. What am I missing? I mean, there's not a lot to talk about. You got any notes here?
No. It's at the end, a big part of me was hoping the Usos would 1D him.
Yeah. I Show Speed.
Yeah. At the end there, send the crowd home happy.
Yeah. Well, here's my question for you. 2 matches were free on ESPN. I think it was ESPN2. Us bougie folks watched it on the VPN. But so did this match?
Shout out Surfshark.
Shout out. We want you, Surfshark. We like you. We love you. We could do it the easy way, or we could do it the hard way. I don't know if you ever seen that, but the real ones don't know what I'm talking about. Did this match, if you're watching it, make you want to subscribe and watch the rest of Mania? Because that's what this is for. Yeah. It's to show you what like Drew and Jacob are going to get into. Yes, I like this, but this 6-man tag did not make me want to watch WrestleMania.
No.
So I Show Speed looked good.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. For being the little ragdoll that he is.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw the splash, but he kind of bounced off of Logan Paul.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's so small too. He just like bumped.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're not missing anything here. Didn't make me want to subscribe to the show. Decent. I mean, it's not bad. It just was your run-of-the-mill match that they could have seen on Raw. It doesn't make it feel like spectacle-wise, right? So, Jacob versus Drew. Unsanctioned match. The commentator said that the referee is only there to count pins, and if someone gives up, that's it. Let the rest happen. In comparison to like Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, which those are 2 completely different athletes than what we got here, this match didn't deliver to that level. It delivered in its own way. It was good.
Yeah.
Not a bad match. Jacob hit some good spots. The moonsault through the table was really cool. Drew kicking out of the moonsault. I don't think anyone has kicked out of that. Like Michael Cole said, I think that's the first time anyone's kicked out of that. The toolbox being in play here. Give me some thoughts. And then tell me at the end of your thoughts, did this match make you want to subscribe to WrestleMania?
Okay, well, Michael Cole also did mention that the toolbox was kind of traumatic for Drew McIntyre because of the Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah.
That was a good touch. Yeah. At the beginning, like before like the match started and Jacob Fatu kind of did that suicide dive. Heads up to Drew McIntyre for just throwing that sword down.
Yeah.
Totally could have hurt himself there.
He could have.
Yeah. Good bump, nice looking bump by Jacob Fatu on the outside of the ring through that table after Drew McIntyre throws him off the top rope. The gruesome stuff with that wrench in the eye, like the crescent part of the wrench into the eye, but no blood. I'm surprised no blood.
Well, with those spots, like I highly anticipated there would be.
Yeah, oh,
You know,
absolutely, yeah.
but like I know that like it's ESPN and they're like, well, we can't go too hard. But it's like ESPN shows highlights of UFC matches, and there's blood all the time. So like you could have easily showed some here. And if your goal is to, if you're ESPN, you want people to subscribe to WrestleMania, go all out. Show me some blood, show me some color, as Stone Cold calls it, and then people are gonna be like, oh wow, this is it. Like I gotta tune in. But back to your thoughts. Did this match make you like if you were watching it, you're like, I gotta subscribe to see the rest?
I mean, it was pretty gruesome. If I was like not like, if I was like casual fan, I could see myself getting convinced with this match.
I mean, it was good,
Uh yeah,
you know.
for unsanctioned match. Like you said, it wasn't to the level of Owens and Zayn, but they've wrestled each other like millions of times, so
Yeah. Very
they
comfortable with
know
each other. Yeah.
exactly. Um, my one question is, did Jacob beat Drew enough to kind of write him off of television?
No.
I no. So I'm thinking they might run this back on SmackDown where that happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tricky with this one, right? Like if he's gonna go film the movie Highlander and you're getting him off TV, like he needed to fall off of something through
Yeah,
some like tables,
yeah,
and you still don't gotta show color doing that, but you gotta give me a little something more than a wrench in the eye. Like Drew McIntyre's been in matches with Gunther and Sheamus. Like he could take a wrench to the eye, like he's gotten his ass whooped in matches. So um yeah, I mean, and even the belt going on him, that's not
yeah.
enough either. But then like if you run it back on SmackDown, like if Drew says I'm not done with you and then you run a spot to get him off TV, then that tells me Drew has to come back after filming to go after Fatu again. And now it's kind of like they've been doing this for months with the screwing over thing. I would like to see Drew off TV for a couple of months and come back as something else, like we talked about last week, maybe even a baby face, where he's like,
Mhm.
it's time for me to just start maybe listening to the fans, whatever the hell they want to say. But yeah,
Yeah,
the booking wise, like the right guy goes over. I just think that a little bit more should have been done to Drew, is what I think, because that way you
that's
can get
if
past
he's
it.
supposed to be written off TV.
Well, they do say Highlander is only going to take a couple weeks for his role, but even then, like I still think we keep seeing Drew in this repetitive kind of story that he needs a couple of months away and change things up a little bit, if you will.
Yeah,
But
kind of reset.
a little bit of a reset, yeah. That's what I would say. I don't know anything. I just talked to you guys on YouTube. Um, Fatal 4-way tag team match. Now, at this point, you've already subscribed to ESPN Plus, so they got you. So it doesn't matter what you get anymore. Tag team match. Lyra and Bailey come out, the Irresistible Forces, Charlexa, and then drunk Nikki Bella and Brie come out. I don't know if she was drunk. I'm just speculating. Don't sue me. I don't have any money. What she did, I think she was on a lot of painkillers from her injury. Really, because I mean, I want you to go back after we record this. After we record this, I'll show it to you. But the words and the way she was saying it, like, I'm sorry, I'm not mentally cleared, and I don't want Bree to go out alone, so I called an old friend. I'm like, this sounds like, now this is showing my age. You ever watch I Love Lucy when they do the Vitamita Vegemin commercial? And she gets drunk on the medicine. She's like, Vitamita Vegemin is mates and veg. That was Nikki Bella tonight. So she was
I
the
love
Vitamita
Lucy
Vegemin girl.
reference, man.
I Love Lucy reference on the podcast. Write it down. Many more to come. She shows Paige coming out. Paige comes
Yeah.
out. Michael Cole does not have social media at all
No,
because he said no one could have guessed Paige was coming back,
no,
even
but
though Dirt Sheets and all that reported it like 5 days ago that she signed with WWE. So Dave Meltzer, whoever the hell is, doing all those sheets. But, Paige comes out, good reaction, good to have her back. First thing that clicked in my head when I saw her, I'm like, oh, I wonder if we're going to get her and AJ this year. That's really all you could really do with AJ.
That would be great for sure.
Imagine though, if AJ would have retained and then had an open challenge tomorrow and Paige came out and beat her for the title. 11 years to the day.
Yeah.
Not an overly crazy tag team match, right? Like it was good. When Paige came out, that was a wrap. Like she won.
I wouldn't even say it was good.
Yeah. Like I said, it was run of the mill. Like could have got it on Raw or SmackDown. Nothing crazy, I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it wasn't like great either. It was like, okay, it happened. Paige won. Yeah. And Paige had some cool moves. It was nice to see the Paige Turner again and all that. So it was cool to have her back. I'm glad she's back. I just wonder how much she'll be around, and I wonder if this really accelerates Xavier Woods' injury. Maybe he'll come back sooner. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Give me your thoughts, Matt, on the match, if you have any.
Okay. I don't have it. No.
Perfect.
All right. If you see, like, Michael Cole's reaction to Paige's return was very, I would say it's very lackluster, because if you heard any of the other the other commentators, like the Italian ones, they went crazy over Paige's return. Probably the Spanish announced team, they probably went crazy over Paige's return too. You heard none of that from Michael Cole until like 10 seconds later.
Yeah.
And then the post show, Nikki Bella did mention that she had surgery like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yep.
Yeah, it's like, okay, why? All right, I get it. You're gonna, tease that you can still go, but honestly, I kind of would have rather seen the Kabuki Warriors instead. But, this whole thing was about Brie Bella.
As much as I've talked crap about the Bella twins, I do feel bad for Nikki though, because that should have been her and Brie to win that. Like, I do feel bad, but at the same time, I don't care either. So don't care about them as a tag team in this division.
No, but honestly, this was just Paige's return. I will say the Irresistible Forces, they came out with demolition-esque masks.
Yeah. You said Irresistible Forces. I'm like, easy, Nikki. Careful your words there, Nikki. But yeah, I know.
Sorry. Yeah, demolition-esque. The white, like with the spikes. Look, it was a very cool aesthetic. Where do you go from here? Where do they go from here? It's like they just lost this in a fatal 4-way, and then they're probably not going to be on SmackDown, the champs talking about.
Yeah, are you saying where does Brie and Paige go from here, or where does the Irresistible Forces?
Yeah, because it's like, what, were they just transitional champions?
I think so. I think that the plan was to get the titles away from, Rhea and Io, and I think that it was just there till Mania. And I don't think they're going to break up or anything, though. Like, I think that that's going to be them for a little while. I think they're going to stay in the tag team division. I think they want
Okay.
Lash to Nia. After you've seen some interviews of her, especially with Chris Van Vliet and all that, like she's really smart backstage, and I think having Lash around her would help keep developing her, like let her simmer for a little bit in the tag division with her. So I don't think that that's ending. I would like to see Charlotte and Alexa end pretty soon. I was very surprised we didn't get like a Lyra turn on Bailey because I thought that was coming at some point, like post match or whatever. I don't know. We'll see.
Post match, when the Bellas and Paige were celebrating, I don't know if this is just me like looking, too hard into it or whatever, but it did see Bailey and Lyra walking up the ramp. Bailey looked like she was like beelining for the back. I don't know if it's just thinking too much, but it's what I observed.
I mean, well, Bailey and Lyra deserved to win this because Bailey got screwed last year. In the words of Drew McIntyre,
Yeah.
she got screwed last year, and now she's now she's back and could run the exact story back, team with Lyra to win the title. But here we go. Oh, Paige is back. She needs the title. Give it to Paige.
I'm hoping. Okay, so the first go around, they didn't clear her for a reason. Um, when she was with AEW, it wasn't like she was wrestling full time either.
Right.
And then in this match, I paid close attention. The only bump it looked like she did, and it really wasn't even a bump, was when Charlotte Flair, you know, did like a double leg takedown to try to do the figure eight
Yeah.
lock on her. Other than that, she really didn't bump. So, like you said, how long will this last if she's going to be there on a regular basis, semi regular basis? And if she can really go at a full time pace because of that neck.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. We'll see. We'll see. All we can do with this division is see what happens. We talked a lot about this match, even though we said there was nothing to talk about. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Next, AJ and Becky Lee. Or Becky Lynch. AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. Sorry,
AJ
folks.
Lynch and Becky Lee.
AJ Lynch. Sorry, easy, Nikki. Easy, Nikki. she, she's got me out here just sounding like this.
But wait, there's more.
Yes, stay off that sangria.
So AJ Lee and Becky Lynch went at it for the Intercontinental Championship. And the entrance was cool for AJ Lee.
Yeah.
The match itself, I mean, AJ Lee hitting a manhandle slam. I think the big story coming out of this is not AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. I think it's Becky Lynch and Jessica Carr. They got into a shoving match. Jessica Carr is ready to brawl with her, and I think that match is coming sooner than later. Maybe Backlash. Cool. Maybe Backlash. Okay. You get it because it is what it is. But I mean, Becky winning, like I told you last week, like if AJ ain't gonna be around, don't let her win. And apparently she ain't gonna be around because Becky got it back. But I really wanted Becky back in the main event scene, so maybe Becky won't be holding on to this for long. Maybe Jessica Carr is going to win it. What are your thoughts? What do you think? I'm just glad to see this over.
But is it really over?
Oh, don't do that to me. No.
No,
you really said.
So... But wait, there's more.
Well, see, that was my only issue with if Becky won. Is it really over? Yeah, sure, AJ could take some time off, but then she could also be directly involved with Becky losing the title down the line. I it's gonna be it's gonna be another Seth Punk situation where it's never really over. It's just I'm doing something else right now.
It's one of those where like, okay, when things dry up, run them back to the well.
Yeah,
Like that's the well. AJ Lee and Becky.
yeah,
Um,
essentially, yeah. Um, you know, AJ did say, "Hey, you know, this isn't goodbye. It's see you soon," type stuff. So yeah, she's gonna be gone for a little bit.
she's
As
leaving for
far
10
as
more years.
as far as Becky goes, where does she go? You said you want her back in the main event scene. Does holding the secondary title make her put her in the main event scene?
No, and honestly, that title, like I told you before, a few episodes ago, I think the first run with the title from Becky, chef's kiss. Couldn't say anything
Yeah.
better. You built that title to be the title on Raw. That was the
Mm-hmm.
title on Raw. That was the most important one. This run with her and AJ, and like, I don't care about it. And I think that it's nothing real special. I think that the title needs to come off of her pretty quick. And she needs to
Okay.
go back to the main event scene. If this was her first run, to answer your question, yes, she could say that's the main event for her because she was in that time. But right now, that title needs to be built back up again, and
Yeah.
it needs like an Io Sky to hold it. Is what it
Okay.
needs. Some ring credibility. Make it up to Io and give her the damn Intercontinental Championship. Although we could have some call ups tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on Monday on Raw.
Yeah.
Maybe someone comes and takes it from her. That would kind of be a full circle moment if Becky did the AJ Lee and issued an open challenge Monday and an NXT star took it from her. That would be interesting. Like a JC Jane coming
Yeah.
up and taking the
No.
title from her.
How about no, because there's some lesser named women on the roster that are there that haven't been getting a lot of TV time, but can still like Ivy Nile. She's been improving so much, but she never gets the time. Uh, or God forbid, Maxine Dupree. But she, she's a lot better than she was when she started. Lyra could benefit from
She could.
another um
Bailey could.
Bailey. Yeah.
I mean, these people could, but I think like for me, like the next person to hold it, if you want to build prestige back up again, can only be Io, Lyra, or Bailey. I will only accept those three right now. Like Ivy Nile is phenomenal. I love Ivy Nile, but with her being over with the crowd the way she is, not like the others, I just think it wouldn't build as much prestige right off the bat as the others would. Like Ivy Nile's IC title run would take a little while to get going, but I could definitely see Io winning it, like a feud with Ivy Nile. That'd be dope. Io and Ivy Nile going at it. American Made versus Io Sky. I don't know. But yeah, that match happened. AJ Lee's gone for a little bit. Becky's got to figure out what to do now. So
Yeah.
now we got to get to the best match of the night. Seth Rollins
Okay.
and Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute fire. Such a great match. Gunther is so good, and Seth Rollins is really good. So when these two came in there, I just knew we were going to get a good match. I mean, the build obviously wasn't the best, but they
No.
did what they could in the short amount of time they did. And honestly, Gunther's line about I'm just sick and tired of seeing you, and you can't lace my boots. Okay, I'm ready for the match. Like I'm ready to see this because that's good. Having Seth pull the sleeper on Gunther was nice. Kind of think, oh, is Gunther going to tap out twice at Mania to his own move? Jay and then Seth. The thing is, when we talked in our prediction video, I said Braun will come back, spear Seth, and that's what cost him the match because Gunther and Seth are not long for each other. They're going to go on to different things.
Yeah.
But when they were cooking in the ring, I'm like, please don't let Braun come out. Let them cook, dude. Let them just do the match. But Braun did come out. He did spear Seth Rollins, so that was the next logical step. It gives a WrestleMania moment that Braun's back, and now we got something to look forward to on Raw. So, give me some thoughts. What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, you you hit everything on the head. Um, Seth Rollins coming out with the black contact lenses and
Yeah.
the jacket that that kind of seemed like it was on fire because smoke. Do you know what his outfit was supposed to be? Because I don't.
I mean, I know the announcers might have mentioned it, but it kind of felt like Game of Thrones, like the Ice King. Like the Ice King has like those black pupils and like the, I mean, smoke from ice, like maybe that's dry ice or something. Maybe. That's what I thought, but go ahead.
Okay. And then very, very calculatedly just turned around and then took the contacts out.
Yeah.
He should have wrestled with those on, obviously.
He should have.
That would have been cool.
Props to him, because I got to do this. I got to do this to get my shit out. He's just like,
yeah. Obviously, the Braun break. You said no, but the Braun breaker interference was needed because Gunther and Seth. That's not. They're not for each other right now.
Yeah, I mean, it was needed. Like it had to happen. I didn't want it to end. I was like, oh, give him a clean finish, even though it can't be, right? Like I agree with you. Braun 100% had to happen, but
yeah. The post show, they had Paul Heyman on, and they didn't even, or Corey Graves like, I didn't even get to ask him about Gunther's favor. So that's gonna be a long story. It's gonna be a long story.
We're not gonna hear about it till closer to when it needs to happen. Okay. Like like maybe like right around Money in the Bank, Raw before or after, you're gonna see Gunther go up to Paul Heyman and say, "Remember, you owe me something, and now I want something at SummerSlam." Da Beast, Barack. The way, I don't know, I can't do Gunther's impression, but either way, Seth and Gunther cooked. Now I'm gonna get to the next match, and this one is
before you do. What if they had this match on free TV?
Then I would have subscribed because I'm like, that's good wrestling. Like, and honestly, this should have been the opening match, and you could have used that 6-man as filler to let the crowd rest a minute, because you would have had a great wrestling match, and the Braun surprise would have been like, ooh, they got surprised. I got to tune in now. I got to subscribe to see what else they got cooking, because that's pretty cool what happened. But like the 6-man tag, it's like, okay. Well, like if I never watched wrestling before, I would have turned that on and been like, Logan Paul's in wrestling? This place is garbage. Turn it off. Last time I saw him was in Japan. Last time I saw him was in Japan in a forest.
You went there.
I'm not cutting it out. This is MVP Goes Raw and Triple Threat Wrestling all in one show. You're getting unfiltered, baby. I don't know why I did that. Steph and Liv. This is a complete...
Before you sorry, I keep interrupting you. I think Brock and Oba being on free TV, that was the right move to do, but imagine if it was like on night one.
Here's the thing, though. There's a double-edged sword to that. Yes, smart move, because if they do book the match right, it makes me want to watch WrestleMania. But it's also such a big match that if I didn't have ESPN Plus and I just watched it on TV, I'd be like, oh, I have to pay to see that one? Well, I might, because that's freaking going to be a banger. But the other thing is, now here's a world we live in. What if one of them squashes the other one? then there's no point to have it on free TV because it's not going to make me want to watch WrestleMania. Oba could pull a Bill Goldberg and squash Brock, but Brock could suplex City Oba and beat him. It could happen.
Yeah, I we're going way off base here.
Yeah, we are.
I'm no longer think it's clear cut Oba's gonna win this.
Dude, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Like really 50-50. And I hate that because the right answer is Oba Femi wins. But what does TKO want to happen? Do they think Brock Lesnar sells more subscriptions? I don't know. But, honestly, the smart thing to do would be have Oba Femi win because then the fans are going to be like, oh, you're actually giving me what I want. Now I'll see what else you're going to give me on Mania. But if you're going to have Brock beat Oba, I'd turn the channel. I'd be like, all right, let me find some NASCAR or something. That'd be better.
NASCAR.
Yeah. So Stephanie and Liv Morgan. Any more?
No.
Okay. And then. Stephanie and Liv Morgan. Here's the complete opposite of Seth and Gunther. The build for this was actually phenomenal. And the match did not deliver for me. This is just me. Maybe you'll agree. I don't know. But I am telling you, it did not live up to the hype for me. It was a few spots. It was pretty cool. There's too much interference from Judgment Day for my liking to factor into that finish. I really didn't want interference at all, just based on Liv wanting to prove I've been through shit too, and I'm just as good. And Stephanie, did her role fine. The only thing I took from here is that damn song stuck in my head. Trouble, trouble, that's me. That's stuck in my head now. Like cherry lips. Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to put you through that. But you see what I'm saying? It just was like, how did you? I mean, obviously it's not their, like they have to go deliver in the ring, but the decision to have Judgment Day, and it just felt run of the mill. And I'm like, okay, it should have been more special than this, especially due to the build they had. But that's how I feel. How do you feel?
The only thing that delivered was that performance.
Travel. Okay, I promise. That's the last time. It's stuck in my head.
Yeah. You nailed it on the head again. The interference really. All right, look. Liv should have won.
Yes.
So, but just the fact that Judgment Day was all over, had their footprints on this match. The story didn't make sense at all. And especially, like I've been saying, I want Raquel to kind of break out and challenge for that championship.
But the way they did this, with them pretty much being pro Liv all the way in this match, shows me that's not going to happen for a little while.
Exactly.
And that sucks. So it's like,
it does.
We're not getting it. And what do you do with Stephanie from here? Does the feud continue? You get Liv and Stephanie continuing, and then maybe that's how you get the Judgment Day breakup later. Maybe Liv and Raquel get into it for interfering. I don't know. Whatever. But maybe Stephanie and Liv back at Backlash.
In a cage match? All right. I'm gonna bring up the post show again. So Liv did bring that up, saying, "Oh yeah," she's saying, "I hide behind my friends," and then she's like, "You know what? You're exactly right."
Yeah.
So she basically admitted she can't do anything on her own. She needs the Usos to help her, you know?
It's the same situation, right? Yeah, I don't know where they go. I mean, the story, if you've been watching long enough, we preach on here. Follow the story. It isn't hard to follow the story through.
No.
And you just worked live up of like, I've been through, you don't know what I've also been through. The story was they are judging each other by the cover and not reading the book. They're not seeing where they come from with like what they've had to do. But now the story is like, well, I do hide behind my friends. Like, well, then what the fuck were you out there for? Like, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, the build was solid. Like, I was very looking forward to this match, and I'm like, well,
and then
now
to
I can
put
say
the
it
exclamation point, Stephanie pushing Liv into Roxanne Perez and giving her 2 black eyes and a hematoma.
Yeah. I know. But here's where we're going to probably take an hour to talk about the main event because boy, do I got something to say. Okay. I will say that Pat McAfee coming out immediately drew all the heat in the world. Yeah. All the middle fingers. Randy Orton's entrance is really cool. The Viper on the screen and all that. And here's where I was like, this match is set up for failure immediately. Did you hear how loud that stadium was? I hear voices. I'm like, yeah, he's the baby face here. Like, they love Randy Orton. So then Cody comes out. His entrance was really cool. All the different suits that he's had, or his gear, I should say.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really well done. I liked his gear this year, like the kind of gold white looking, and the Cody helmet, the Cody skull, and that was all cool. Having Pat McAfee start right away with the microphone shot, I'm like, oh god, here we go, and he's already involved. And then I did find it funny though, and he was mocking the kicks behind Randy Orton when he was kicking with Randy Orton. Was pretty funny, but Cody ends up hitting him with the Cody cutter. Crossroads, not Cody cutter. Dude, I'm Nikki Bella tonight. I'm all over the easy Nikki. And that took him out. Then the brawl goes outside. Jelly Roll shows up. And at first I'm like, here we go. This is what I didn't want. But he took McAfee out and said, go do the match now. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Now we get what we should have got in the beginning. It's the one-on-one. Stuff to point out. Reports this week have been saying that Randy Orton has been in serious back pain.
Yeah.
Now, do I believe that 100%? I don't know what I believe. I mean, he could be in pain, but he was selling the shit out of it to where, like, I don't know if it was real pain or if they put that out into the universe so that when Cody won, maybe they would think that we know Randy was hurt and we wouldn't boo Cody out of the building. Like, maybe if we soften the blow a little bit, but maybe he is in pain. I don't know. The selling he was doing made me like, oh wow, he's hurt. Like, even the backdrop breaker that he does, like on his back. I mean, he jumped up and sold that like he had like sciatica issues or he just couldn't get his back right. I'm like, man, I don't know. But the match was pretty good. Randy gets busted open. I do got to tell you this. I didn't tell you this before recording, and I'm sharing it with our viewers. My daughter was on my lap when I watched this match.
Oh.
And she was just like playing with her Play-Doh. And then she looks up and watches it. She knows wrestling is rock bottom. That's what she calls it. She goes, oh, rock bottom is on TV, because I always give her the rock bottom or whatever, right? So she says, oh my gosh, Daddy. I'm like, what? And she's 3, by the way, for you watching. And she goes, that guy has a big owie. Like, because Randy was bleeding. I said, I know. And then she said, she points at Cody. That man hit that man, and he has an owie. He's got to say sorry. He has to go right over there and say sorry. I was like, you're right. You're right, baby. But yeah, so that happened. He got busted open, but Cody got busted open too. Match goes on, and finally we get the ref bump. I should say a ref drop. RKO'd. The Cody cutter off the top rope into the RKO. Phenomenal. Yeah. So damn good. But then Pat McAfee runs out. tries to do the count 1, 2, 3. He doesn't get to 3. Orton drops him with the RKO just for Cody to take the crossroads and get a win. Didn't want to see Cody win, but we do have the post match. I'm just getting my thoughts out now because I know you're going to have a lot to say too. But we finally see the punt. He kicked Cody's head clean off, and I love it. I thought it was great. It extends the feud. But here's the problem. During the match, Cody was feeding into the booze. He kicked Randy in the balls. He did a lot of heel moves here. But Michael Cole just kept saying on commentary, well, you can't blame him. Can't blame him. But when people were booing, he was like getting into it. Right? And Randy, he punted Cody, and the crowd chanted one more time.
Yeah.
They don't want Cody as champion. Like, Randy Orton is just too damn loved to be hated. And
is that the...
Huh?
Keep going,
no.
keep going,
I was just going to say, to end it, like, I think the only thing WWE can do, especially Unreal Season 1, what did Triple H say? When it becomes predictable, you got to pivot. You need to do the double turn here. You have to. Randy's just too loved. No one wants Cody as champion. You're going to run into a Sami Zayn problem if you don't do it soon, where everyone just boos him and he goes, what did I do? I didn't do anything. That's going to be Cody coming out. Like, on SmackDown, that whoa was the quietest whoa I've ever heard in my life. Wow. It was loud on WrestleMania, though. But I've talked enough. We got a lot of stuff. We got an extended feud. One more thing. Sorry. I'm going to be you now. One more thing. If Pat McAfee was going to get dropped via RKO at the end of this, why the hell was he there to begin with? I'm thinking if he's going to get introduced into here, maybe we're going to get him and Orton versus Jelly Roll and Cody, or he's going to be around. He served no purpose to this story except pissing people off in the weeks leading up to it. There was no purpose for Pat McAfee. Randy Orton's promo on SmackDown solidified the match already. That's all it needed to be. That's all it needed to be. Now I'm done. You can proceed.
Okay.
One more thing. No, just kidding. You go
ahead. First off, I knew that was coming. You said, is Randy Orton really that loved? Or
did you hear the crowd?
Look, I understand, but is that the case, or is it more of they want the belt off of Cody?
I think it's both. Randy Orton is very over. People love Randy. I mean,
yeah.
And I think that having him go in against Cody was like perfect. Give us Randy Orton as champion. We love him. Get the belt off Cody. We love him in chase mode. The rest will be right with the world. The only, I don't even know what would have saved the ending here. Pat McAfee should have never been involved to begin with. Right? And then Orton should have just won this thing. I mean, he could have easily said the back pain was a work at the end. Like, he pretended, and then he drops Cody with the RKO and like says, I'm fine, nothing was wrong. Go ahead. It's your turn.
So like you, I don't know what to think. Especially because the end. Because it's obviously it's gonna continue.
Yeah.
The very first back suplex that Cody gave to Randy, and then Randy like grimaced and kind of just like, what the fuck, man. Very reminiscent of when Mr. Kennedy dropped Randy on his head way back when. That's just an observation. Yeah, every time it seemed to get too much, he left the ring. And then that beginning spot with Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll, that kind of had me thinking maybe this was put in there to kill time. But then,
Why
yeah,
why would you think that?
because of the Randy Orton injury, just thinking, oh, they might not be able to go long. You know what I mean?
Got you.
I think they were calling it in the ring on the fly based on how Randy Orton was doing and the way Cody worked. It was very so. Oh, what do I do to not hurt him? You know what I mean?
Well, that power slam he hit on Randy Orton looked almost like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's cutting close. That's skinning the cat on that one. It was
No, but they were working extremely like snail's pace.
yeah.
They were trying
But
to milk
yeah. Having Randy
trying to,
sell that back too really took up time when he would walk away. Yeah.
no, but just like Cody in between moves, just very very methodical, like even slower than methodical. Just really really milking it. Uh so yeah, I don't know if this was a work, but then you did hear post show Jackie Redmond saying that Randy dropped to his knees on the way up the ramp, very grimacing in pain.
Yeah.
Um, every move, I mean, every move does involve the back, essentially, but almost every move just made Randy Orton react. Either he's really good, I mean, he really is a good seller, but this was like next level where it almost isn't selling, it's real deal.
Yeah.
Until like adrenaline hit his soul, and
And everybody wanted to know.
um but then the punt at the end and him taking the title, uh maybe they're milking it to the next match, and then that's where they can write Randy off. um
Maybe that's where the
because
heel turn happens. Cody's heel turn takes
yeah,
Randy
but
out.
that takes him out. Heel Cody with the title.
Might as well.
I
He's
mean,
getting booed anyway.
all right, then who do you have as the number one guy then?
Well,
I wouldn't turn Cody until they get another number one. That's the same thing that happened when Cena for a long time. They're like, oh, he needs to turn heel. They had no other number one guy to take his place. You do you do that with Cody. What's gonna happen?
I understand, but at the same time, you have, if your worry is merch, like CM Punk is selling merch like crazy. Roman Reigns can be your voice of WWE. He's already been on Jimmy Fallon and all these shows. Like, he doesn't have to be on TV every week for him to go promote the product. In the company on SmackDown, Jacob Fatu could easily slide into that number one contender shot. Or depending what happens tomorrow, if Trick Williams doesn't win the U.S. title, maybe he can go up to main event level. He's already ready. I mean, the
No,
mic work is good.
but I'm saying like the guy, the number one guy. Like Cena wasn't always number one contender or even champion, but he was always the number one guy. Cody's that right now. But then you turn him heel, you need another number one guy.
I mean, could a number one guy be a heel?
I mean, yeah,
Like Hulk Hogan in
and,
WCW?
and Roman Reigns proved it too with
Your
the
top guy could be a
bloodline.
heel.
Yeah, but I you don't.
I do see what you're
We,
saying. I do see what you're saying is that
yeah,
you got to have that top draw baby face to.
yeah.
Now, here's the argument I'd make is your argument could be you know, John Cena's biggest argument was what? Was it really because he was the top guy? Or was it he does so much work with kids and kids love his merch and he's for the kids love John Cena? Right now, no families can afford to go. So a lot of kids aren't seeing Cody anyway. You know, just some. So I mean, I see what you're saying. I just think that if you want the creative to be fixed and you don't want to be stuck in the same booking, Cody is a baby face. If he's going to be a baby face, the title's got to come off him and go to Orton. If you're going to write Orton off, there's no one to really feud with Cody that could be a threat right now. And you can't have him be champion for much longer like that. So if you turn him heel, I mean, you can turn him heel and he can still be the top guy. And I think it just makes more sense creative wise because it'll open up fresher matchups. Like things you haven't seen before. Like when John Cena turned heel, we've seen John Cena and Randy Orton hundreds of times. We've never seen them with the roles reversed. It added something to that. CM Punk and John Cena, we've seen it millions of times, but never with Cena the heel. So, I mean, I just think that it would help Cody in SmackDown for him to turn heel. Because remember, heat or cheers, right? You want the loudest pop of the night. Cody would get the loudest heat of the night because the crowd really is already booing him. Him turning heel would just solidify that. And then we could really get behind it. He can always turn babyface again later.
He'd have to change up his music then.
He just turns into Cena. Like whenever every time the woe comes on, he just looks down.
Yeah,
I'm not giving you your woe.
Yeah, but everyone's still gonna do the woe. You don't want that reaction as a face.
Well, the other positive is maybe if he turns heel, he won't cry anymore. I just love making that joke, and I know you hate it because you do understand him, but like
I do.
But I just it's funny that I see it all the time. I'm like, okay. But like he looked at his green trunks. He's like, I remember that match.
So were you laughing on SmackDown?
Oh yeah. Well, you know what I thought coming out of SmackDown, CM Punk and Cody when they were holding the titles and they were like, no matter what happens this weekend, we got each other. We'll be here Monday. That kind of made me think we were really going the route of this TKO WWE thing, and like maybe they were going to get their titles taken off of them at Mania, but Cody retained. So Pat McAfee got RKO'd. I don't think we're going anywhere near TKO and WWE right now. I think it was a ploy to sell tickets.
So, all right. Saying everything we just said, do you think this was a pivot because of Randy Orton's injury?
I think it was a little bit of a lot of pivoting because I think that remember what happened when everyone wanted Cody and The Rock had to change up his character and all that. I think that just the hate.
Five of us.
Yeah, I think that with the Pat McAfee thing, with the crowd absolutely hating it, they were like, "Okay, we got to change this. Let's pivot, have him RKO and get him out of the story. His back is hurting." Maybe they say, okay, have him lose, but do the post-match beatdown, and let's see if his back gets better over a few weeks, and go from there.
No, but I'm saying, do you think he was supposed to win this match?
I think if the fans didn't react the way they did to Pat McAfee, they would have ran that story further, and Randy would have won.
Okay.
But I think that just with the backlash and maybe a little bit of the back pain, like this, we can't completely trust the title on him because he could come out Friday and say my back's too messed up and I can't continue for the year or whatever. So maybe it was a case of he should have won and they thought about it, but there's too many variables right now. They have to pivot their whole story because Pat McAfee can't be there. We hated that. And his back is hurting. So I think the safer move is like, let's keep it on Cody, but have the post-match beatdown and buy ourselves some time till we figure it out. That's what I think.
All right. So there's something that's I think gonna be overlooked and maybe even forgotten, just like Jacob Fatu's attacker. Pat McAfee guaranteed Randy Orton was gonna win his 15th, and he said if he doesn't, you will never see him on WWE TV again.
He did say that.
Do you think they just throw this out the window?
Ooh, that's a good question. Oh yeah, because I mean, he could. The fact that he came back at all, he could easily come back to be an announcer later. Him saying that would signify I will never be on any programming ever again.
Yes,
100% that gets overlooked. 100%, because the deal was win the 15th title, not ever. It was at Mania.
At Mania
on Saturday. That's a very good question, MVP. That's 100% going to be overlooked. I would parlay that with a lot of things and win $1 million. But I think the pivot also, they're buying themselves a few weeks. If Orton can't go around Backlash, I honestly think they could pull the turn and have Cody turn and get him off TV. I could see that happening. But if he gets better, a little bit of physical therapy the next couple weeks, he's, I'm good. I think Orton wins the title at Backlash.
Okay.
What city is Backlash in? Do we know? It's not important. I was wondering if it was in St. Louis again, like last year, because then maybe he would win his championship in St. Louis.
Tampa, Florida.
It's nowhere near St. Louis, so maybe.
It's by the Performance Center.
Another COVID backlash. They're just going to do the PLE there. Anyway, what would you grade night one? A through F. And I have a letter already in my head that I think is more than fair.
Okay. Well, it delivered on surprises. Main event was kind of, but a victim of circumstance.
Yep.
Stephanie Vaquer, Liv Morgan, built to perfection, did not deliver. Seth Rollins, Gunther, not built, barely built, chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Opening match, the women's tag, the Jacob Fatu.
Jacob and Drew, yeah, that was decent.
I will, and this is me being generous, a C-.
So I'm completely in line with you with a C-. That's what was in my head. It's not a D, but it's
I don't want to give it a D because it gave me surprises.
Yeah.
And there are a couple of matches in there that cooked.
And I will throw this little tidbit at you. It was WrestleMania night one.
Yeah.
The stage looked pretty decent. Not like last year. Last year was better, I think. But
we got John Cena.
You did. But when you are done with it, and now that we can look at the whole event in retrospect, it didn't feel like WrestleMania, though. And I think it's because it didn't deliver, is what I think. And maybe tomorrow we'll blow our socks off, and we'll be like, okay, it's 50-50. That night one sucked, but night two is going to cook.
Oh, no. I think night two will. We're getting Oba Brock. We're getting the Demon.
And I saw someone put online that WWE and TKO love their product placement. The Demon is going to be dressed as like a Monster Energy. It'll be green and black. Monster logo on his back. There'll be a Slim Jim coming out of his mouth.
I'm thinking night one would have benefited with one of these matches, man.
But it's still would have had what happened tonight. Then we would have just said, like, okay, there was two good matches, Seth and Gunther and whatever that would have been.
Well, all right. So the match placement also hurt them as well.
Yeah.
I mean, start off with Gunther, Seth, and then have the crowd come down before the main event with the 6-man tag.
That's what should have happened. 100%.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like the crowd had anything to go wild for and stuff and live anyway. Like it wasn't like a lot happened.
Yeah, but it was very well built. I think people were anticipating something great there.
I just think that with what happened on the show and all that, like you said, could be match placement and all that, but this felt more like I was watching like a SummerSlam or a Survivor Series, like that type of PLE. It didn't feel like over the top, like this is WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? Like it just didn't feel like it for me. And maybe I'm the only one. I don't know. But here's what I do know. If you've made it this far, that means you like us. You like us talking. You like to hear what we say, and we'll do more of it. And we won't sound like Nikki Bella next time. So drop a subscribe button and follow us on the journey. We drop wrestling content for you all the time. We're going to do night 2 tomorrow. I'm hoping to have a lot more better things to say. And I think I'm done talking. So MVP, we'll see you after night 2.